Hi, my name is Frank Rotella. I entered journalism school at the University of Iowa wanting to craft text stories and nothing more. But after gaining experience in the multimedia realm by shooting and editing my own stories, writing copy, and producing newscasts for television and radio, I've become fascinated with the art of pairing images and words to convey information. This is why I'm seeking a career as a producer. The packages that follow exemplify my ability to write succinctly and for maximum impact, and my eye for interesting and compelling video. Thanks for taking the time to watch, and please enjoy. Little free libraries are popping up all over Iowa City, residing in front of houses, churches, and businesses. They encourage patrons to take a book and leave a different one in its place. The program's website lists about 30 in and around the city.
I think Iowa City probably has the most little free libraries per capita.
Local artist Will Thompson heard about the program from a librarian friend of his. He was intrigued.
The idea of a whole city having a supply of books on every third street corner seemed like a really interesting idea.
Thompson collaborated with Dan Bolke, a cabinet maker, to create what would become the second Little Free Library in Iowa City. They have made 7 so far and would like to make more in the future. Thompson often bases his designs on the architectural history of Iowa City. Thompson's first library resides at Court and Grant Streets. Its owner says that it gets quite a bit of use.
You'll see kids that can't even open it all the way up through, students going to the local high schools or adults, come by quite a bit.
Thompson says that elaborate libraries can get pricey, but if they keep the design simple, someone could build one for about $150. Frank Rotella, Daily Iowan TV. The University of Iowa is a sizable place, with a main campus over 1,700 acres large, and residing on that campus are a lot of trees, 7,000 to be exact. All those trees mean a lot of leaves to clean up when summer turns to fall. Last year, facilities management workers removed 120 tons of leaves and debris from around academic buildings on campus. Officials with Buildings and Landscape Services say keeping campus clear of leaves is important, both for aesthetics, as leaves tend to accumulate everywhere, especially near building entrances, and safety, as wet leaves can become slippery. Staff members start by raking or blowing the leaves into big piles near the curb. Then a truck pulling a large vacuum comes by to suck up the piles. After all that, the leaves end up here in a big pile on the west side of campus. After being piled up, the leaves are left to decompose naturally for about a year. Once they're decomposed enough, they're added to soil, which is used for various turf projects around campus as part of the university's efforts to go green.
We collect them and then reuse them, so yeah, definitely sustainable.
Crews will continue to remove leaves around campus until there's snow on the ground. Frank Rotella, Daily Iowan TV. Scores of students stopped by the Iowa Memorial Union last night to spend some time with several therapy dogs. The dogs, stationed in the North Room and the South Room near the IMU's main lounge, were on hand to help students take their minds off of next week's final exams. And as you can see, both parties took quite a liking to each other. Therapy dogs are trained to stay calm in hectic situations and provide affection even to those who are shy or weak. On a different night, these dogs might be visiting sick kids or cheering up old folks in a nursing home, but tonight they're just here to chase away some study blues. Maggie Weingarten, director of therapy dogs of Johnson County, wasn't surprised to hear that most students I talked to said dogs like hers helped take away some of the stress they were feeling.
There's a lot of study out there showing that just the tactile petting a therapy dog for 5-10 minutes causes decreases in blood pressure, respiration rate, decreases in the cortisol, the stress hormone level.
It's a sure bet that these students would rather keep visiting with their new furry friends instead of hitting the books next week. Frank Rotella, Daily Iowan TV.